Hey Taurus, I hope you guys are doing okay. Awesome to read for you. All right, I just had some coffee, so I'm smiling. I'm smiling anyway, but I just had some coffee and I'm smiling. Allergies feeling a little bit better. You know, I hope you guys are doing okay. I want you guys to keep your heads up, keep praying. As a matter of fact, yeah, ambition comes up reversed for you. I feel like somebody might be trying to discourage you guys, or maybe you're feeling down or something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna I pulled, well, these are the cards I'm actually going to use. I was looking for something very specific, and yep, ambition. There's something with their ambition, either somebody's trying to block it, right? I feel like somebody could be trying to block your ambition or something like that. It's coming out reversed here because you have motivation right here. Taurus, relax. It says you're not. So how are you going to tell me no ambition, motivation, and I won't relax? Motivation and not relax equates to a lot of work being done or a lot of thinking. I feel like you guys are working. Instincts. Your instincts tell you to keep going. Because somebody, flexibility, and you're approachable, easy to work with, flexible, right? This is, obviously this is going to be, well, everybody is, feel free, right? This feels like this is a high viber trying to really fight their way through something. Somebody tried to stunt your ambition, or maybe you guys were just feeling low about something. There's something with competition that comes out right there. Hold on, let me see something. I want one more. I just want to make room for it. Give me one more. Give me one more card, please. Flex it. So what's the problem here? I don't understand. What's the problem? Give me the problem. All right. Problem. My problem is security. I choose to feel secure and to work so that my bank account is full. All right. Yep. Security. So somebody was trying to stop you guys or trying to make it look as if you don't have any ambition when it says you're clearly motivated. It says that you guys won't even relax because you're busy working. I might want to be careful with that. But you followed your instincts. Something told you guys that somebody was saying something sideways about you, or maybe somebody said, oh, they're lazy, da-da-da, they won't do this and they won't do that, and that's why this and this. I feel like somebody tried to make something look a certain way for you guys, and that's not really the way it goes. That's not how the story needs to be told. And you're doing something for your own security. So whoever said you guys weren't ambitious, whoever said you weren't this or you that, I choose to feel secure and to work so that my banking account is full. All right, so you're working for your own security. So you guys are working. If somebody tried to say you were lazy, no. Nope. All right, and then it just goes on to say you're even open to new opportunities. I told you that with flexibility. I'm open to new opportunities also. So I'm going to leave that there. All right. All right, let's see what we have that comes up. I'm using a Muse deck. Muse. And Monty Farber and Amy Zerber. Where does that go? Where'd the box go? Ah, jeez. Well, you know, it's the it's not called Manifestation. I forget the name of the deck. That's really annoying because where is it, right? Because everything I need is over here, but I didn't know how many cards I would actually need. Alright, I'm like, oh, it's the Law of Attraction. Yep. Law of Attraction, little reminders. Alright, and it actually is about wealth and ambition, so in the music. Alright, so we got that out the way. Something about an opportunity. What's at the bottom of this deck right here? Muse of Materials. Something about money coming up. Alright, we're going to get into it here. There's something going on with competition for you guys. Let me just go back. Make sure. Taurus. Taurus, there's something going on with the Five of Wands here. Some of you guys are in some sort of a competition. For some of you, you never signed up for any competition. Some of you might be in a competition in terms of career. Maybe you're competitive or something like that. But for many of you, I feel like somebody's in competition with you. It feels like somebody's trying to climb the ladder. That might be a corporate ladder or whatever ladder it is that you're trying to climb, or just whatever you're trying to do with your career. Somebody's competing with you. I don't get that you're competing with them. I get them trying to get in your way, make you look bad. That's what I get from it. So let's go into it. There's something here, Taurus, where you guys are being advised that you need to hold your position and do not compromise. This does not, this card, predict an outright battle. However, there are opinions and debates. So this card is telling me that there's a lot of opinions, or people have their ideas or opinions about you, or how you do things, or I think this and that. So there's a lot of that going around, but there's also a lot of debates. So there's some correspondence going back and forth. I don't know if this is in writing or if this is verbally, but there's a lot of opinions, in case you didn't know, right? There's a lot of debates, because that's what the Five of Wands is about. It's really about debates. Debates, competition, fiery opinions, and lack of agreement. It says with this group of people, and this does have to do with work, there are fiery opinions and debates, lack of agreement. You guys could be having some sort of disagreement at your job with a Leo. Or there's some Leo here that might feel some type of way about the way you do things or something like that. This person is in competition with you. Maybe you have different work styles, right? But this person is hating because they tried to stop you. So why was somebody trying to stop you? You must be good at what you do, is all I'm saying. There's something here with misunderstandings at work. Now, I don't know if this meeting has happened already, but there is a meeting where everyone is talking at once. Everybody is attempting to defend their own position rather than come to some sort of a consensus, a vote, which is going to resolve whatever issue the meeting is about. So the meeting is clearly about something, and I'm assuming this is after word got out that everybody was talking or whatever they were doing, right? Whatever this is, these people are now in some position where they have to defend what it is they feel the need to defend. Maybe something's going to come out to the open public. Something's coming out to the air about this Leo, right? This Leo being in competition with you, or everybody in this group at work having some sort of an opinion about the way you do things. Well, it's going to come out in a meeting. As a matter of fact, it says when you go into the meeting, these people get quiet. But before you walked into the meeting, these people, but they were defending something. They were trying to prepare themselves for something that is going to come out, and they're just getting ready. All right, believe it or not, they're actually running ideas off of each other. Some of them are doing it right in front of you because they know it's going to come out, Taurus, if they said something about you, or, well, you know, somebody's going to say, well, you know, when we had, after the other meeting, I was discussing with Jill or Jack or whatever, I was discussing with them, yeah, it's going to come out. So somebody's going to slip up and say something in this meeting, but it's being done on purpose because they need to cover themselves, right? But you're being advised, stand your ground, stand your position, all right? So get the vote done, whoever these people are at work, there's some votes, all right? We have the Nine of Pentacles that comes out reversed here. So in addition to all of this, this seems like to be some vanity ego thing that's going on, because it says vanity and egos are at large. Or this could be you. Vanity and ego at large. There's something here where somebody has the urge for material wealth. But the urge for material wealth has become out of control. This could be a Virgo that you guys are aren't you Virgo? Is this Virgo? No, this is Taurus. Some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo. There's a Virgo that's popping up here. Let me go ahead and write that down too. Hold up. Let me make sure I put Taurus on. I thought I highlighted it. Taurus, you guys could be dealing with a Virgo. Whoever this Virgo is, they might be in their vanity and ego. Is taking control over whatever the dynamic is. For some of you, this could be love. For some of you guys, this could be whatever. But there's something here. It says their desire or your desire for wealth gets out of control. This could be somebody else's energy. There's something where there's too much spending. This could be a Virgo. It says a loved one could be spending too much. It also says, in case you're cross-watching, I don't know, whoever you are, a relative or something. I feel like it's a relative or or a loved one could be spending too much. You will be confronting them. So Taurus, it says that you're going to be approaching a loved one about their spending. There's something with financial dependence, which is uncomfortable. So what the text is saying is, if this is not a relative overspending that you're going to confront and tell them you need to put my credit card down or I'm going to cut you off, or I don't know where you guys are. All right, so for some of you, you may obviously have some money with the Nine of Pentacles coming out reverse, or had some money. You're going to cut somebody off, or you're going to cut their spending limits. There's something that's going to get cut down, or it sounds like a cut off. It feels like a cut off, right? But there's something here where a loved one could be spending too much. You're going to be confronting them, or you might have an issue with financial dependence, which is uncomfortable. Or, because it's like three options here, there's a misappropriation of funds. Somebody was using money for their own selfish needs. Oh, I'm going to take the company credit card. I'm going to say it was lunch. I'll just get a massage. It's the same amount as lunch. Da-da-da. Somebody did something, but they went overboard. They kept doing it too many times. This text tells me financial dependence, uncomfortable, misappropriation of funds. So this has happened a few times, right? It's either a big giant amount or it's happened a few times. It feels like it's a trend to me. It feels very trendy. This was something that is being done by a Virgo. I feel like it's been going on for years. Now, we do have the Queen of Pentacles that comes up reversed here. So, I don't know how this is going to go for you because I feel like this is what I'm dealing with here, right? So, Queen of Materials reversed is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. In this context, whoever this person is, whatever they have to tell is going to end up getting you in some kind of trouble. That's the way it looks. And whoever, I don't know who this person is. It tells me it's probably a Virgo. It could be a Virgo. I don't know. It says your finances can suffer. Because this person who relied on the money, it doesn't roll in. Or the funds are misappropriated. So again, it talks to misappropriation of funds twice. Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles reversed, right? Now, misappropriation of funds, like I was saying, I'm going to take the company credit card or whatever. I'm going to take some company money and I'm going to go get a massage versus going to get that lunch. Right? I'm going to give a tip, da-da-da, da-da-da. It's misappropriation of funds, right? So somebody misused funds. So if I take a look at this and I needed to give you guys some sort of an example, there's going to be somebody, Taurus, that you need to confront. It could be at work because it does feel like it's at work. Who's in their vanity, in their ego. They're spending too much. There's a misuse of money. Misappropriation of funds. Where this person went, I don't know. They could have went to some sex parlor, right? You can go to all the sex parlors you want. I don't know that they're legal. I don't know. So you can go to all the doggone sex parlors you want, but you won't use the company credit card when you do it, right? That's what you won't be doing because that's where the misappropriation of funds. You was at Chili's and then the tax guy is like, no, there's no Chili's here. Or this lady turns in her receipt. I doubt this lady's going to be turning in her receipts because she's a sex worker. That's my point. This is a sex parlor worker. Okay? So at lunchtime, I'm going to go get me a massage or whatever else type of job this woman does. On the company credit card, I'm going to say it's lunch. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's a misappropriation of funds for selfish needs. Or, I'm not supposed to give this money over here to the kids. I'm not giving the money to them. I'm going to go get me a jet and I'm going to go over to an island while we got the kids over here starving and waiting for assistance, right? What's that stuff that they use? You have to have like insulin. I'm waiting for the insulin, but you decide to go get on a plane, right? Something like that. So this is what you'll be addressing, Taurus. For some of you guys, you're going to have this conversation with a Virgo. This person seems to be at work, or this is some family member who's spending money. They shouldn't have access to these credit cards anyway, or whatever they got. But somehow they do. It will be pulled back. You will not have access to them, whoever you are, especially this sex worker right here, whoever she is or he. But it goes on to say this Nine of Pentacles could be a Virgo. It says here, you, Taurus, will have to deal with the impact of someone else's mishaps. While this is going on, it says your home is neglected. It says you cannot focus on your home because you have these other concerns that need to be addressed. You guys have the Four of Cups that comes up. This is disillusion, right? So not dissolution, disillusion. I don't even know if it's spelled the same, but for some of you guys, it could be dissolution of marriage. But for some of you, you come out of some sort of an illusion about something, right? I was tricked. I thought something was one way. Turns out it's another way. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled in this situation. Four of Cups. For some of you, this talks about you being hurt in the past. It says, Taurus, that you're operating, for some of you, this could be for a single you, or maybe you had to dump this Queen of Pentacles reversed because of overspending, and now this is you moving on from the situation. For some of you, it's like after this happens to you or whatever, it says that listen, gloves off, rosy glasses or whatever they call them, those off. I see everything for what it is, but it says you guys might be, maybe you're being too careful, a little bit too careful. So it goes on and says that you've been hurt in the past. You're operating on a checklist and instantly rejecting anyone who does not live up to your exact standards. It says that you're taking a risk of not opening up. So you guys got to open up. Maybe there's a cancer that tried to kick it to you, Taurus, because it says you may have rejected cancer. There was some cancer that was trying. See, but maybe you felt like this cancer was pulling the wool over your eyes or whatever. I don't know. But it says that you turned them down, never gave them the chance or their opportunity, their offer to see the light of day. And it could be because you're operating off this list. And I'm sorry. I'm a fixed sign like you, Taurus, so I'm not mad at you for that. I mean, even if you continue on, right, and open up your heart to this person, there were clearly so many red flags on that list that you're like, I don't know, maybe I could deal with A, B, C, but that D, da, da, da. And then you're like, all right, so at the end of the day, no matter what else or what kind of chance you give this person, you know this person is not for you. I feel like it's because you guys are very sure. You're like, that's a no. But it does say that you could be closing people off. So I say continue on with the checklist. Don't be unrealistic. Continue on with the checklist, but I don't know. Keep your hearts open. You have the Emperor reversed here. The Emperor reversed. Somebody's unable to take control, I guess, of this situation. Or this could be the person that we're talking about with the overspending and how you come out of this illusion about who this person is. It could be the Emperor reversed. This person is unable to take control. Period. No protection. They're power hungry. They're excessive with their demands. Maybe this is this person at work that you got to check. I don't know. It goes on to say that this person is domineering. This person is cruel. This person is controlling, greedy, and they don't know any boundaries. So the overspending could be the issue. So I don't have any boundaries, so I'm going to do what I want on a company credit card. I'm going to take your money and I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm supposed to come back with some chicken to fry up for the kids. I ain't coming back with that. I'm going to go get me some crack instead. If they do this, I still don't know if they sell crack. Do people still do crack? Maybe they got something else. I know they got the meth or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe instead they go do that. But if somebody's got an addiction, they ain't bringing home no chicken. So just a regular person who's selfish and they ain't on drugs, they're not going to do what's best for the family or for you. They only do what they want for them. But there's boundaries here that they continue to go over. It also goes on to say, security, right? I'm worried about my security, or my ambition could be halted because of my security. I might be scared of something. There's an Emperor reversed here. This could be an Aries. This person is greedy. They don't have any boundaries. Now, it also goes on to say, this person, this Aries energy coming up under you, Taurus, has no boundaries. They do not know where to draw the line. Excessive force, parentheses, page 25, or persuasion. Has issues with authority figures who operate by ego. Well, this person has an ego, this Aries, and they don't want to take on any other authority figures that have egos. I guess I don't know how that goes, but I guess that's how egos go. I don't know. Hold up, water. Yeah, I'm not sure how that goes. But there's somebody, so basically, if this person in your family or at your job that you have to approach, they could be an Aries. I don't know. I have no idea. Somebody could be a Virgo. Somebody could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. I get the Leo that you guys could be arguing with or having debates. There's a Leo that got a lot to say about what you do at work. All right. As a matter of fact, every time I do earth signs, I always get this Leo that keeps talking crap about y'all. Who is this Leo hater? Maybe there's some clash between earth signs and that fire Leo. I'm not saying it's Sag, and I'm not saying it's Aries. Well, in this case, it might be. But what I'm saying is, typically, it's always the same Leo that be coming for the earth signs. Why? That's weird. Really weird. I gotta look that up. But in any case, you guys come out of some sort of funk, and you realize, listen, there's nothing I can do about this situation, and I don't know if somebody ends up going to court, or this is you feeling scared, I don't know. You guys might be afraid of somebody in leadership. So I don't know. I don't know. This person is probably your competition. This Aries could be your competition here. This is because you got competition, but it also says the Leo is your competition. But it also says, besides the Leo being your competition, besides, you might end up in the courthouse. There's somebody in leadership with this Emperor. It could be somebody's father, too, that you have to address with the spending the money. Somebody might have to address their father about spending too much money. Somebody who didn't know any boundaries. You know, they're using your information, da-da-da, buying houses and stealing your inheritance and changing up initials, birth dates so they could have access to the account. Using the other kids to do it, using whatever, right? So that type of a person who goes above and beyond. There's a Taurus is going to be addressing. Taurus, I guess you're going to be addressing this father figure, whoever this is. What you're going to be talking to them about is like, you're going to be like, why did you do this? You were working out of ego, right? Spending too much. Tell us about this money. Where'd you get this money? Tell us about the money. And then you're going to tell them, well, what we know is that you were sleeping with prostitutes with this Queen of Pentacles reversed, right? Is that who you were paying? Somebody goes sad. Somebody knows that they're caught, basically. It's just a weird story. Somebody could find out that they were dealing with an Emperor reverse. Somebody turned out to be a crap father. Somebody might find out that their father had a baby with a prostitute. Ooh. Oh, it seems like this father was a deadbeat anyway. So, I mean, did you expect anything else? Really? All right. I think I might be able to keep this one at one because I don't want to be too serious with this read. Although I do have I got a lot more stuff that I need to deal with y'all. But so I want to check something out because I can make an assumption, but I also want to see if this is going to tell me something about where you guys are operating out of. Because I'm curious, I need to know. Because I don't know if you're the selfish one or because I don't see you in competition with this person. I feel like this person created obstacles for you. House 3. Early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. You guys need to address something. The 3rd house, you guys need to address this, whatever it is. Something about being rational. You might be irrational at this time. But I feel like you're not communicating whatever it is you feel. Something with childhood relations and early learning. House 3, 3rd house. This is where you are right now. You're not communicating something. Maybe something happened when you guys were younger and you weren't able to speak something out. Give me more. Where's Taurus operating out of right now? I thought I had a flip. Where's Taurus operating out of? Where's Taurus? Water. Spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Yeah, you're trying to help somebody. Well, this person ultimately is screwing you over anyway, so you're going to tell them you're going to have to stop spending money. You're going to address something with finances. You are. With this person. I believe it's a Virgo. Either they're not paying something, they overstepped their boundaries. Somebody stole money from you guys, or they took money. They misappropriated funds. Definitely. Is there anything else I need to know here? Just give me the bottom of the deck at this point. What's this? Intuition. Yin. Alright, yeah. This is a situation that you guys have to address because it's imbalanced. The yin is coming out reversed. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Okay, that's the imbalance. You guys are looking for a balance with that. You guys are spiritual, and whoever this is, obviously they're not. That's coming up too. Like you're in a very spiritual place, and these other energies are operating out of selfishness. Somebody could have hung out with somebody's father or something like that. There's a father figure here. One more thing I need to know, because I don't want to drag this out. But I do see something with this Emperor. Whoever this person is, they're abusive. They have a problem with authority figures. They have a problem with authority figures who have egos when they're operating out of ego. They could be saying, sorry guys, your father figure could be saying that, or whoever this is, you have an ego, or they have a problem with people in authority who have egos. That's very weird and very specific. Give me more. What's going on? Show me money. Give me the money. Give me Taurus. Give me the money. Give me the money. Fiery opinions. There's some Leo over talking crap, trying to stop you from doing better. Whoever this Leo is. Leo's a hater. That's the one at the job. I ain't even being funny. That's what the cards say, like straight up. But you also have this Emperor reverse. So somebody in leadership is your competition. Somebody's upset that they have to address something with money. Partnership. Okay. There's something with a partnership here. Joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connections. Somebody didn't want a partner. It came out like this. Somebody was having issues in a partnership. Or this could be about a partnership where you have to address your partner about the alchemy, about the way we create. Somebody's using witchcraft, his partner, child. Maybe, let me put this the way it's supposed to go. Maybe you don't want to partner with somebody who's doing witchcraft. Somebody who's part of the occult and learning God's secrets. So I don't know which umbrella of alchemy this partner falls under. But it could be the witchcraft part. It could be the occult and learning God's secrets. I don't know which one. Hold up. But we got something with winning. Sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. So we have a partnership that goes awry. Somebody's doing some magic to transform a situation. That could simply be being addressing it. So Taurus, you might be reaching out to different contacts that you know. I'm trying to keep this in a business perspective, but in front of my eyes is telling me that you do witchcraft. Some of you. Or this partner who's winning. Oh, I get it. The partner who you have to address about the misappropriation of funds. See, they're trying to screw up a partnership, or they want you to know straight up, I'm not partnering with you. What I am going to do, though, is some witchcraft, or I'm going to call up my friends, because it's upright, but the card still mentions witchcraft. I wouldn't mention witchcraft unless it was reversed, but per the author, writer, whatever, that's where it falls under. Somebody could be doing alchemy, using witchcraft, or they could use the other alchemy, where you call up a group of people and you get their buy-in about something. But this person called up people so they could win. Like they want to be the winner. They want to get you down so they can win. Duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people, right? So this person could present themselves as somebody wonderful, but you know that there's some beef here. And then when you go back and you look at the numbers, you understand there's a misappropriation of funds, right? So Taurus, you never said anything about this person before, but you felt it. And now you get to actually go, you know what? You felt it. There was enough proof or something that landed in your lap where you guys had to look at them numbers and you're like, gotcha. And you got them. So you let them carry on and do their witchcraft and call up all these people and think that they're winning, right? Don't forget about the dual nature of people, right? Don't lose your vigilance. And you did not. You kept looking. And you found exactly what you needed to find. Get these suckers sewed up, right? All right? Ensure your body is, join the gym, healthier lifestyle. This is you. You already know the truth about these people, or it could be them. There's something where they could be going into the gym. Somebody could be using steroids, directions. Don't have to deviate. Okay, that's you. Don't deviate from your path. You did everything the right way. You sat back, you watched them. You already knew what was going on, but when it was confirmed, you went in and you looked at some numbers. All right, somebody could have met up in a gym too, especially because I see a sex worker here. I thought it was a spa, or I guess it is a wellness center. Yeah, check and see. You already saw it. You see misused funds, misappropriation of funds. Okay, somebody's over at the sex shop getting a hand job or whatever they was doing over there. Okay, and they was paying for it with the company credit card, and you get to fry them. I don't know which one. I think you're going to fry the Aries, but the Leo was talking about you. Okay? Trying to stop you from, I guess, climbing the corporate ladder or whatever was going on in this read. But you were motivated the whole time. You didn't relax. You kept working. I don't know if you were sitting back looking. See, people take observation. When you observe something, oh, you're being lazy. Oh, you're doing this looking to mind your business, okay? Just because you dumb, all right? Or whatever you got going on, you mind your business. That's the problem with people these days. They didn't mind their business. Okay? Mind your business. If you got something you want to ask, you go ahead and ask. The person. Don't be asking all. And that's what the problem is. You got all these people in this boardroom talking before this meeting and having a debate. What's this debate about? Curiosity. Tell me what this debate is. What crap are they talking about, Taurus, before this meeting? They're talking about your love life, okay? Free from problems. They're talking about your love life, right? They're trying to justify why they're trying to screw you over. Free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of life. See, what they're trying to say is you don't have any problems. All right, you think you all that. You ain't get, stuff with the love life. So that's coming up. That's talk that I don't know why that's the talk of the town. But they're giving us appearance with this ambition reverse. That you're lazy and you don't do this and that like that. Okay, so maybe there's something with the love life and a love affair. If you had an affair, you had an affair with somebody on vacation. I got that before. So it could be something with the love life. Maybe you went on a trip with these people and something happened. Because it did say, what was it, love life before? Now it says the love life came up first, love affair, and something that happened on vacation. So if you guys went on a trip with somebody, that's what these people keep talking about, or it's a rumor. All right, something that somebody doesn't know anything about. Wisdom is reversed, right? Maybe they don't know the details, but somebody is around the office saying that you had an affair on vacation, Taurus. All right, there's something about your social status. I don't know if you put it online or somebody made some sort of an assumption, but they saying you had an affair at work. So I love you guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.